All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team, go earn your keep. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now the Falcons on a 1st and 10, getting ready to go on offense. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And oh, right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Fielded at the 20. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Bradford. And his first pass is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Here's Bradford. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st down. Bradford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Bradford to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. Devontae Parker. Touchdown, 49ers. Devontae Parker, 56 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive? Sometimes
it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Brooks Reed able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again on offense, here's Devontae Parker now. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. It's caught on the right side, Williams. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. On 1st and 10, Bradford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Give him 30 yards there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Working out of the gun, Bradford. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now Bradford on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. 3rd and goal, Bradford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Bradford again. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. On first down, Ryan. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the... And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Ray Lewis in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Third and long. It's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first and 10, Bradford. And they can't bring him down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. First down, Bradford. It's complete to Parker, left side. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Again, it's Bradford. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Devontae Parker in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. Last drive, the touchdown, 4 catches. Really good. He was. They were not good on the other side trying to stop him. What do they need to do?
Well, this is where the entire staff has to get involved because we always focus on the defensive coordinator. But he needs help from other people with their eyes and their expertise, and he needs to listen to them. And sometimes you just can't afford to wait on a drive and say, okay, let's get to the sidelines and start over. You need to find a way in the middle of that drive to start taking away what's hurting you.
Yeah, in-series adjustments, and how do you do that?
Well, what you do is you listen to what everyone else is telling you, what they're seeing, the patterns that are developing, and maybe you just start running extra bodies to take away that particular player.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. 23 yards on the play. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. They'll throw again. Bradford. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Devontae Parker from 8 yards out. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on 2nd half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the 2nd half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 57 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd. And now it's blocked. And the defense picks it up. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40. He's at the 30. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
Yeah, holding on to the football is a big problem for the 49ers last year. Shouldn't surprise any of us, right? When you're 2-14, you probably will lead the league in fumbles as they did. What did they have, 15 last year?
15 of them, yep, and a 2-14 record, kind of indicative. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never get
Devontae Parker, 30, the 20, 10, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Devontae Parker, 72 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys. I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually. You think you might have turned it on us, too? Yeah, but Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game. Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense. Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Carpenter now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this one is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass. They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right? And how much they practice not fumbling. Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one. Opportunistic by the defense. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number. You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down and breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown. We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's second down. Throwing again. Bradford. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Bradford now to throw on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. To the air again with Bradford. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Devontae Parker from 6 yards away. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on.
And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Ryan on first down. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off. So you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape of this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
They'll run for it. It's Tomlinson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They run with LT, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Nice job. Congratulations. Defeating the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Follow me on social media. And once again, thanks for watching.